From the Nightmares of Shrek PMC. Bronze Age Caveman. Wrath of Inanna. Episode 1. Party like it's time for human sacrifice. Millennia ago, Uruk was the center of all power. In ancient Sumer. Now, in the 17th year of the reign of King Adad Shuma-Assur of the Kassite dynasty, it is a reluctant vassal of the Babylonian Empire. It clings stubbornly to the pride of its ancient preeminence. While other cities of Babylonia provide offerings to the Babylonian gods of Marduk and Ishtar, Uruk clings to the old Sumerian gods Enlil, An, Ki, Inanna, and Enki. Sometimes the gods are content, pleased, and happy, and have no needs other than worship from men. But now they look upon the joy of humanity with envy. This angers them. In return for joy, man must sacrifice. The gods rely on men to do their terrestrial bidding. As in all history, there are men of labor and geniuses to lead them. Then there are super geniuses who tear the boundaries of possibility and create a new reality. The bronzesmith shop opens onto Euphrates Highway in Uruk's business district. The front stores finished goods ready for shipment. The center is for finishing and assembly. The rear is for melting, forging, and casting bronze. Bronzesmith Velam 25 is removing cast bronze cleats from sand and wooden molds. Wall 35 runs the wood shop nearby with his father, Woodrush. He enters the front of the shop. Wall, hey Velam, looking good. Velam, you're not looking so bad yourself. Shaving a haircut every 5 years never hurt anybody. Wall, you about finished for the day? I'm thirsty for a beer or a dozen. Not yet. I need to get these cleats done from the boat my father and I are paying Ball to build. I need to pour another half dozen. Well, screw that. It's time to relax and party. Let's get over to Beer Hall. You know what's coming. It's been 5 years since the last quinquennia. They choose the subject tomorrow, you know, and I am nervous. I damn sure need some beers to take the edge off. Maybe Inanna isn't too lusty. Maybe she won't demand human sacrifice. Maybe Baal's been keeping her satisfied. I hope. You mean our buddy Baal? Or Baal the god? It gets confusing. The god, of course. I don't think our buddy can travel between the dimensions of the living and the gods to make a tryst with Inanna. Maybe in his wet dreams. I'm just testing my ad-lib skills. Just so you know, Baal is not doing Inanna. That's just a rumor spread by Canaanites. They want us to believe their gods are doing our gods so they can feel, I don't know, superior. That rumor has been going around since Gilgamesh was king. Velam picks up a rag and wipes down the workbench. Then goes out back and pours a mold of 6 cleats. Now that you're here, I want to show you this new draw knife and hewing axe I made from that new metal called iron. It's harder than bronze and holds an edge longer. It will change everything. Ma sold my father 300 pounds of it. He got it from Smith's out west. All I have to do is heat it up and pound it into shape. That new boat that I'm paying Ball to build will need a lot of planks and beams. I will pay you good money for whatever you can supply. I'm looking at 6 weeks. Velam reaches under a bench, picks up a draw knife, and hands it to Wall. Here, try this draw knife. I can get you 5 more in no time. I also have a saw and a broad axe made from the same material. Wall holds the tool at arm's length by its 2 handles and draws it back in simulated hewing motion. He inspects the blade. Wall, new metal, huh? Velam nods. It holds an edge well. You'll be pleased. Wall, you're such a fucking genius. Well, new tools will help, but it's still going to be tough to meet that 6 weeks timeline. Just get more thralls. It'll be worth it. I guarantee. I have a feeling there'll be a lot more work coming our way. Labor's cheap. I bet they'll work for bread and cheese. I'll give you the tools, teach the thralls how to use them, and get them working in parallel to remove any bottlenecks. We can make enough boats to outfit the entire Babylonian navy. Wall says, we need to stop by the boathouse to get Ball and Chaw before we go down to Beer Hall. To thralls and yard, You guys can call it a day. Enjoy the festival. I'll see you back in 3 days. Stay out of trouble. Don't get sacrificed. Willem stows his work gear. Wall puts the draw knife on a table. Wall and Willem exit the bronzesmith shop, lock it up, and enter the highway. Wall and Willem cross the highway and enter the boathouse. Chal, the alchemist, 30, and Ball, the boat builder, 25, are there. Ball finishes lacing a leather cover onto the frame of a coracle. Chal puts a bronze container on a work table near the coracle. Chal to Ball. Here's the glue you wanted. It's a new formulation. I think you'll like it. Try not to get it on your skin. It's a bitch to get off. Ball. I'll try it later. Let's get down to Beer Hall and get the festival started. You know that goddess Inanna wants her men satisfied so they're not distracted from her worship. Ball, Chal, Willem, and Wall walk east on the highway. Ball, loud to all. Party tonight at Beer Hall. Get your asses down there. Everybody who is somebody is going to be there. Quieter. There should be some loose ones for a little debauchery. I'm feeling lucky. Clergy may select someone to be sacrificed, like in the old days. Best party tonight because tomorrow there will be sacrifice. Chal. Oh, shut up, Ball. Sacrifice is not for 3 more days. Besides, there has not been a human sacrifice in a rook since before I was born. What are the chances there will be one this time? I know I'm not worried. Hell, even if it is a sacrifice, it'll probably be some slave or a goat slave. Reed, 25, enters the highway from the warehouse and joins the group. Reed wears a new vivid red tunic. Well, I am fucking worried. I take these sacrifice Sabbaths pretty seriously. They spook me. I mean, I just get freaked out. To think that we live in a society where the religious leaders think we need to kill somebody to appease the gods and get good harvest. Reed, loud to all. I don't know, man. Whatever those priests are doing must be working. We've had good harvests for as long as I can remember. No war in Uruk. So what if one person gets sacrificed? It's just one person for the good of the collective under the gods. I think it's worth it. Well, I'd look out if I were you. The gods can see that red tunic all the way from outer space. Well, outer space? What? Maul, 35, whose face and peplum are gray and black with mining dust, walks quickly and catches up with Willem, Ball, Chal, Wall, and Reed, and says with excitement and without stopping, I heard there's this Jew in beer hall that's cracking everybody up. He makes a lot of emerald jokes. My kind of humor. Very intellectual. Maul passes them, turns right down Center Avenue, and enters beer hall, followed by Willem, Wall, Ball, Chal, and Reed. There are thralls in beer hall. 2 men scrutinize suspiciously. One says, who let those thralls in here? The other says, who gives a shit? Willem, Chal, Wall, and Ball gather around a table near the comedian who is entertaining men and women.